So, many of you guys have been asking me about the Signalfire AI 8 Fusion Splicer. Well, I think that you guys decided to make me the guinea pig, because I was asking on the forums there, what's a good cheap Fusion Splicer to get me started, and many of you guys suggested it to me. And in the United States, it's only $999. Here in Kazakhstan, it came to about $21.39. I don't know why, but whatever. So let's get down to business and check this shit out. So first of all, cool little case here. Has a latch on, make sure to lock that. But look at the stool. Pretty cool. And so you can take the stool off. This is a sturdy, pretty sturdy unit. As you can see here, I weigh 240 pounds. And it's nice and solid, so you can trust your butt on that. Now, beautiful thing about the case here. Alright, so if you look here, first of all, I can flip it open. Here is my Fusion Splicer. I can also slide this out. And I've got the tray for it, which is pretty cool. And if I go over here, if I can get my drawer open, there we go. Got my ISO. I got my Kim wipes, so I can put both these guys up here. And I can put my cleaver right here. It's pretty friggin' handy. This is the cleaver that came with it. It's actually not that bad. It's a pretty good little unit. I really like it. So it fits perfectly right there. Inside the drawer here, I've actually modified the tray, but it comes with this really decent set of strippers. Comes with, let's see what else it comes with. It comes with your battery charger here, because it's got a massive lithium pack in it. A couple of extra electrodes. A little brush for cleaning your stuff. And comes with some calibration fiber. Calibration strands and stuff, so this is a pretty handy little kit. Now, the other thing as well, which you can't see right now because my cell phone is there. And I'm using my cell phone for a camera because my second camera doesn't arrive until later this week. But this actually has an app on it that connects to your cell phone, and you can actually, it talks to you. It updates you. It tells you how to do things. Something else as well is it's actually got a cell phone charger on the side here, and it also has a little light on the front. So let's turn it on. Here we go. And here's a little light. So this is kind of clever because you can actually have the light like this. And let's assume that there's no top-down light. You know, because I have a light overhead. This is supposed to help you with your cleaving. But we don't need that light. Alright, so phone's now hooked up, so I'm just going to push play to get started here. And let's do a splice on it. Actually, before we do a splice on it, you guys are probably wondering about some of the details about the parts itself. Let's take a look at this bad boy. She is big, and she is sexy. It's got a nice carrying strap on it. Look inside here. So this is core and clad alignment. I believe it is a 3-axis or 4-axis. I honestly can't remember. But you can say in the comments what you think. So yeah, I'll show you in a second how to cleave with this. I think that Signalfire said that they also have an adapter piece you can get here for you, so you can just place on connectors. I'm really hoping so, because I need to get that. But yeah, magnetic shoes. And then here's our heater at the back for our heat shrink. Let's take a look at the battery in this thing now. This thing has quite a robust battery in it. Look at this thing. Holy shit. So it's 11 volts, 7.8 amp hour. That's a monster. I've already made a video on these lithium packs that I built, I think, but I'll do another video on the lithium packs to show you how to make your own for charging laptops and devices like this. But yeah, this also came with a 3-year warranty, so I'm very happy about that. It really does feel solid. Of course, I've got my name engraved on it in my company in many places, and especially in places that you will not find. Plus, I made sure to register the serial numbers with the police. So yes, that's what we call paranoia. But anyway, I digress. Let's splice some fiber, because that's what you guys are curious about, right? Let's see how this works. So I'm going to hit play because I don't have my phone operating with this right now. So let me get my isopropyl out. Let me get my Kimmy wipes out. I think I'm going to turn up the light just a wee bit to make sure that you guys get a really good view of this. This is what the brush is for, is cleaning out your strippers. I call these ones Charlene. There we go. Charlene does a great job of stripping my fiber optics cable. There we go. Now we're going to get the cladding. Cladding's off. I'm going to get this nice piece of Kim wipe and ISO it. And then we will there we go, and that's the trimmer. So I'm going to reset my cleaver blade here. And put that right there. There we go. We're going to close her. Click. Done. Okay, I'm going to take this piece of shard here. I'm going to lie it back on the tape here so it's nice and stuck. And let's put it into the fusion splicer. And we're going to put the tip between the electrodes. Just the tip though, carefully. There we go. You don't want more than the tip, it's not needed. Does enough. Alright, let's grab another. Where did I put them? I think this is the other one right here. And I'm going to cut off roughly the same amount because I'm actually going to need these to be about the same. I'll just take this second strand here. And this will give me an idea of where I need to cut. There we go. Let's do another one. And put my splice protector on here. Let's do some stripping. Come on, Shara. Oops. I stuck it in the wrong hole. That always hurts. Alright. There we go. Stripping off the buffer tube here. Or the jacket. Whatever. Yeah, I think we would call this a jacket. I'm still a bit of a noob at this, so bear with me. One day I hope to be an expert. Not an expert, but just somebody who knows it well. There we go. Going to dabby dab. And then we will clean with that stabby stab. Squeaky squeak. Now let's do this. Cool. I'm going to reset the blade. Cleaver here. I'm busy because it's thanks to this industry that I'm actually able to eat. So here you go. Making the videos on the side. That's why you see more videos in the winter time, because I'm not outside working as much. I'm just going to cut off this extra Kevlar here. There we go. There we go. So got rid of the Kevlar. So we're going to start with blue and orange. Those are the two colors we're using because those are 1 and 2. Blue is 1, orange is 2. Green is 3, brown is 4, slate is 5. Let's see here. White is 6, red is 7, 8 is black, 9 is yellow, 10 is violet, yellow is, 11 is pink or rose, and aqua is 12. And this is a little 6-strand unit, so there we go. I'm just going to trim off all the junk. And let me get a couple of tails here. I think I want 2 tails because I'm going to be doing a 10 gig and a 1 gig connection for this guy. And these tails were kindly provided by fs.com. That's where I've been buying a lot of my passive optics. In fact, I get some of my active optics from there too, so whatever. Here we go. So I've got these out and ready to go. Do a quick video break. There we go. Alright, so That should be my catchphrase. Alright, so we've got some fiber here. We have some fiber here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this prepped first. So I'm going to take my blue, which is number 1, and we are going to prep it to strip. So I'm going to grab my strippers right here, and I'm going to get my Kim wipes, and I'm going to get my ISO. Here we go, and I can put this other stuff away. There we go. So first things first, let's get rid of the buffer tube on here. I'm going to strip off a fair amount here. It's got curls, so I'm going to get rid of some of this. There we go. That should be a good piece. Now I'm going to get rid of some of this cladding. There, that's good. Grab me a Kim wipe. Now, if I was some kind of a professional, I would have a microscope ready to show you guys this splice when I'm done. Maybe I will try to do that and fit it into the video. I'll probably do that after, but not here. I'll do it on the lab bench because I've got a little USB microscope that would be perfect for looking at the splice here. Alright, so this is nice and clean now. I cleaned it with a Kim wipe and some ISO. So I'm going to put it into my cleaver here. Make sure that the cleaver's prepped and loaded. So I'm going to bring this one rather close. I'm going to take it right over to 14. Now each one of these little grooves, of course, have their own little diameter that'll match the cabling that you're slicing. Notice that I stripped enough that there's enough overhang on here that it's going to fall on the tape. So I'm going to close this, click it. There we go. And now we have our piece of fiber stuck on the tape. Now you see what the tape's for. So we've got this blue strand here that's now prepped. Let me just I'm going to lie it in here so that the tip, just the tip, is between the electrodes. Just the tip. There we go. Alright. Now, I don't need a long piece for this, so I'm just going to trim off just a wee bit. I'm going to have to drop the sharps container, that'd be dumb. So I'm going to cut this shorter. Crucify me. Go ahead, I don't care. Alright. Here we go. I'm going to get rid of some jacket here. Bring this, prep this. Oh, and actually, I'm doing it dumb. Just my method. Before I actually splice this tail on here, you can actually put a splice connector on the cable. So, and you'll see why I do it now in a minute. But let's get rid of some of this jacket here. I'm just going to nip off just a wee bit at a time. Just a little wee bit. There we go. ISO, which is why these things are so dangerous, is because it's sterile glass. If one of these little guys is sterile and you leave it lying around somewhere and you get it stuck in your body, it's sterile, so it's going to be in there for a while. Maybe I suggest rubbing some dog shit or mud or something on the wound if you get it stuck in you. Alright, so got my cut off here. I'm going to drop this right in the middle of the tape here to make sure I know where it is. Keep track of your shards. Now I'm just going to go back over here and we're just going to put just the tip in between the electrodes here. Make sure it's in the big groove. There we go. And just before I splice this, I'm going to bring my splice protector up to the edge of the machine and click. Alright. So it's going to inspect it, as you can see on there. And fused. And look at that, it's literally a perfect splice. I couldn't have planned that better. Okay, so now I'm going to open up the heater at the back here. And I'm going to get my little strand here prepped. I'm going to put the splice connector here. And very carefully, splice. Alright, so we got our splice protector on. This is a 60 mil. Drop it into the oven. Let me just leave it for a few seconds. It'll beep when it's done. So right now it's heating this. This is a little heat shrink tube inside of a heat shrink tube with a piece of strength member in it. It's a little piece of spring steel, which gives it some strength. Alright, so that one should be done now. Yay. Alright, that's nice and fused and protected. So there's one down. Let's just do that one more time. Why don't we? Huh? Let's do it one more time. Okay. So I'm going to get this guy prepped again. This is what the brush is for, is cleaning out your strippers. I call these ones Charlene. There we go. Charlene does a great job of stripping my fiber optics cable. There we go. Now we're going to get the cladding. Cladding is off. I'm going to get this nice piece of Kim wipe and ISO it. And then we will, there we go, and that's the trimmer. So I'm going to reset my lever blade here. And put that right there. There we go. We're going to close her. Click. Done. And I'm going to take this piece of shard here. I'm going to lie it back on the tape here so it's nice and stuck. And let's put it into the fusion splicer. And we're going to put the tip between the electrodes. Just the tip though. Carefully. There we go. You don't want more than the tip. It's not needed. Does enough. Alright, let's grab another. Where did I put them? I think this is the other one right here. And I'm going to cut off roughly the same amount because I'm actually going to need these to be about the same. I'll just take this second strand here. And this will give me an idea of where I need to cut. There we go. Let's do another one. And put my splice protector on here. Let's do some stripping. Come on, Char. Oops. I stuck it in the wrong hole. That always hurts. Alright. There we go. Stripping off the buffer tube here. Or the jacket. Yeah, I think we would call this a jacket. I'm still a bit of a noob at this, so bear with me. One day I hope to be an expert. Not an expert, but just somebody who knows it well. There we go. We're going to dabby dab. And then we will clean with that stabby stab. Squeaky squeak. Now let's do this. Dick. Grab that. Drop it on here on the tape. We're going to put the tip into the electrodes here. Just the tip though. There we go. She's ready. Let's close her up. See if that's a good one. Looks good. Cool. I'm going to bring my splice protector back up here.
Yeah, he took his little paranoid, that's fine. Finally took his picture out.
There we go. And then we're going to get the other one prepped up. Okay, I'll get the other one in here. And now we shall close the lid and watch this thing splice.
Fiber is moving. Fiber is focusing. Fiber is splicing. Tensile test done. Loss 0.01 dB. Please place the fiber and close windshield cover. 预加设已完成。
Okay, now let's investigate. You can barely see that little guy right there. Oh no. Yeah, there it is. And I'll also do this under the microscope for you. I don't know if I can do it. Drop her in the oven. I'm going to seal the rest up because we're done with it now. There we go. And just an FYI, I have done a grand total of 112 splices on this machine, and so far, I have had no issues. Pretty much every single splice works perfectly on this thing. So, I'm very happy with it. Alright, she's done. So, would I say that this is a good budget fusion splicer? Damn right I would. It's a great fusion splicer for $2,000. Don't let the price scare you. I mean, I know it's cheap, but it's pretty good. And if you're going to buy it, I bought mine on Amazon, because obviously you can't buy these things locally. But, yeah, they sell them on Alley a lot cheaper. I just, for safety's sake, I know that I bought it on Amazon, so I've got a warranty. And I actually bought it through Signalfire on Amazon. So if anything happens to it, it's got true coverage. If you go on AliExpress and buy this thing, God only knows if you're going to get any support on it, or if anything happens, if you can get repaired. So, Amazon, I trust it a little bit more. So now that everything's done here, we can shut her down, and back her up. Pretty handy, eh? I'm going to get my clean wipes. I've been using these little containers here. I've been finding them all over the streets. I just bring them home and wash them. I don't know where they're coming from, but I just bring them home and wash them. They're great containers for these clean wipes. Just put everything back inside of its drawer here. Got the Keen wipes. I got my Sharps container. Oops. Got my splice protectors. And my isopropyl alcohol right here. And we've got our strippers, Charlene. And there you go. Everything else can just go away now. I'm going to put my microscope in here. That and that. And that's pretty much all she wrote. I'm going to put my cleaver back in here too. So my professional recommendation on this device? I love it. Is it good for the price? So far as I know it is, because knock on wood, oh god, she has not failed me yet. She has been a rock solid, reliable unit, and I put a lot of faith in her. So yeah, again, if you're in the States, $9.99. If you're in Canada, about $2,100, 3-year warranty. She's a solid little unit, and this plate case, by the way, is pretty awesome. I'm gonna open this up one more time. Look at this. Look at the styrofoam inside of here. Like, this is packed like a chicken fetus in an eggshell. Really thick, destructive styrofoam. So I mean, like, everything about this is just a pretty good deal for a cheap fusion splicer that gets the job done. You know, if you don't have a ton of money. And obviously, once this thing pays for itself, you make enough money with it, you can get yourself a cheap $7,000 fusion splicer. And then later on down the road, you can go and buy yourself a Fujikara for $13,500. Or you can buy yourself a Prius. You know, it's your choice, obviously. But so there you go. You guys were asking about the Signalfire AI 8. I think she's a good unit. And don't be afraid to buy one. You've seen it yourself. And if you watch my other videos, you've probably seen me use it dozens of times. So, thanks for watching. subscribe and like below. Leave your comments for any types of videos that you want to see. And I'll see you later. You have a good one. Ciao, bella.